Hey there friends, welcome back to another video. Today we are continuing our practice of short E as we have been all week long. And we did it yesterday with the poem Jen the Hen. So today we're going to be looking at some real versus nonsense words, and it's going to be your job to sound them out and decide which is which. But a lot of what we're going to practice in our lesson here today is going to be based around the poem that we read yesterday. So if you haven't done that assignment yet or haven't seen that lesson, make sure you go back and watch that first. It'll make all of this make a lot more sense. So let's review what our CVC words are. CVC words are words that we can sound out. The CVC stands for consonant, vowel, consonant, and it always has a short vowel sound. In this case, our short vowel sound is going to be E, made by the letter E. So E is going to be the center vowel in all of our words today. For example, we'll look at this word. N. 10. The word 10 has E in the middle, and it's making its short sound E. N. We can sound that word out and blend the sounds together to make a word. Sometimes we have nonsense CVC words. These words aren't even real. We can sound out words like this. Pem. There is no such thing as a pem, but we can still sound that word out to practice our letter sounds, and that's exactly what you're going to be doing in Seesaw today. So let's warm up our brains with our Jack Hartman video about CVC words with the letter E.
CVC words, I know what they are. Consonant, vowel, consonant, 3 letters, that's for sure. When we say each letter, shake your hips. 1, 2, 3. When we say their sounds, stretch your arms left to right with me. When we say the word, reach up high and celebrate. B-E-D. B-E-D. Bed. Bed. B-E-D. Bed. L-E-G. Leg. 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 L-E-G. Leg. T-E-N. T-E-N. Ten. Ten. T-E-N. Ten. J-E-T. Jet. 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 J-E-T, jet. Let's do some more CVC words. P-E-T. P-E-T. Pet. Pet. P-E-T, pet. Y-E-S. Y-E-S. Yes. Yes. Y-E-S, yes. C-V-C words, I know what they are. Consonant, vowel, consonant, 3 letters, that's for sure. CVC words. Consonant, vowel, consonant. CVC words.
What an awesome review, friends. So the words we're going to be looking at now are going to be words that, again, we saw in the poem yesterday. Remember, our poem was called Jen the Hen. So our very first picture here is of a hen. They have given us the letter H at the beginning. So if we tap out this word, we can hear that H is making the sound at the beginning. It's our job then to figure out what letters are missing and to fill in these 2 blanks. So I'll say the sounds again. See if you can figure out what letters are making those sounds. N. I heard in our second blank. What letter says That's right, E says and that's our phonics focus, right? That's what we're focusing on. How about our last sound? N. What letter says N? That's right, N says N. So the word hen is spelled H-E-N. Hen. Great, let's practice another one. This is the number 10. they've given us the first letter. What sounds do you hear in the word 10? Good, I hear those sounds too. T, n. So far, our first sound matches up with our first letter. T. Our next sound is e. What letter says e? That's right, E says e. There's our phonics focus. And our third sound, t, n. The third sound in 10 is n. What letter says n? That's right, N says n. So our third letter there is going to be N. The word 10 is spelled T-E-N, T-E-N, 10. Our next word here is an egg. We can see this is a picture of an egg. They have given us the middle letter here because the word egg is not actually a CVC word, but it still has that short E sound. So let's listen to the sounds in egg and see if we can figure out what's going on here. The sounds I hear in egg are e, g. I only hear two sounds. Do you only hear two sounds? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, let's start with our first sound, e. What letter says e? That's right, E says e. Now let's think back to our poem. Do we remember what the word egg looked like? I'm not hearing any other sounds after g, and we already have the letter G, so what on earth could we put in this last blank? Another G, you're exactly right. Egg. Egg only has two sounds, but three letters because we have those two G's working together to make one sound. Wonderful, friends. Let's do another one. This is a net. Net. What sounds do you hear in the word net? Good, I hear those sounds too. N, e, t. The first sound I hear in net is n. What letter says n? That's right, N. The middle sound I hear in net is e. N, e, t. What letter says e? That's right, E says e, and that's our phonics focus. So the word net is spelled N-E-T, n-e-t, net. Wonderful job. This duckling is looking rather wet. Wet. What sounds do you hear in the word wet? Good, I also hear w, e, t. And actually, that word rhymes with net. Net and wet have the same ending sound, et. So what's the first sound we hear in wet? Good, we hear w, w, w. And what letter says w, w, w? That's right, W says w. What's our middle sound in the word wet? That's right, e. W, e, t. E is our middle sound. And what letter says e? That's exactly right, E says e. And let's check our last letter just to be safe. W, e, t. Does T say t? Yes, it does. So the word wet is spelled W-E-T, w-e-t, wet. Wonderful job, friends. This man is a vet. The word vet also rhymes with net and wet. They all have the et ending. What sounds do you hear in the word vet? That's right, I also hear v, e, t. Three sounds for three letters. What is the first sound in vet? That's right, v. And what letter says v? V. Very good. Now they've given us the letter E as our second sound, or our second letter. So let's check it to make sure. V, e, t. Our second sound is e, and we see that the letter E does in fact say e, so we are safe to move on to our third sound and letter. V, e, t. The third sound in vet is t. What letter says t? Very good. T says t. So the word vet is spelled V-E-T and pronounced v-e-t, vet. Wonderful job today, friends. Our code word is for, F-O-R, for. If I were to use this word in a sentence, I might say, I am rooting for both teams. For, F-O-R, for. Please note, friends, this is not the number 4. The number 4 is spelled F-O-U-R. They sound the same. They are homophones. They sound the same, but they are spelled differently, and they have different meanings. But again, your code word is for, F-O-R. Now let's talk about your seesaw activity because it can be a little bit confusing. So today you're sorting real versus nonsense words. I've highlighted the important parts and given you a hint as to how you should move ahead. But first, friends, please note that there's space to write the code word at the bottom, so you're going to write the word for here in the bottom space. Make sure to do that first so you don't forget. Then you're going to look at your directions. Read the short E words below. Color the boxes that have real words in them. I have used the highlighter pen here so I can still see the words underneath. And I've sounded out the first word here. Pen. The word pen is a real word, so I'm going to highlight it with my highlighter pen. And as you can see, I already have. But what if I went all the way here to the last word and I sounded out this word? V-E-B. What word do I make when I put those sounds together? V-E-B. Veb. Is veb a real word? No, it's not a real word. So we're going to leave that one blank. We're not going to touch it. So friends, you're just going to go box by box, word by word, sound out the word. If it's real, you're going to color it with the highlighter. And if it's not real, if it's a nonsense word, you're going to leave it blank. If you'd like, you can count up how many real words you found and write that number at the bottom when you're all done. All right, friends, that is all we have for today. Please make sure you come back and watch this video again if you need any help while you're working on Seesaw, or if you just need a refresher course. Awesome work today. I cannot wait to see what you come up with on Seesaw, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.